Ghosh has said, not jump to too much of conclusion. But incidentally, what I have noticed are three things. Number one, when Assam riot broke out, BJP started talking about vote bank politics. Almost first day, before in fact I could hear about this, what you call this, exodus, Sushma Swaraj said, our cadres will be there to help you. Sushma Swaraj, BJP, who has the BJP government in Karnataka, does not talk about state administration that will help, but Chettiwala will help you. Okay, now what is the connection that I am trying to do is that there is a fear that there is going to be an election in Karnataka, and there is a possibility that Northeast people are going to vote, and they know that Northeast people will not vote for me. So, driving them the kind of awareness that they are migrant laborers. Okay, and the situation of the Northeast people are so volatile, and this is precisely, in my opinion, is exploited by certain political factors. So, and here I must realize, I must warn you that let us not be naive. There's a politics behind it.
What question would you like to ask them in that backdrop? This is a very,
Now, what is their opinion on this particular remarks? That's what I am getting.
So, do you have an opinion on this, Mr. Dinesh? Would you like to take that?
ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಗರದಂತ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಇದು ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಷಡ್ಯಂತ್ರ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಅದನ್ನ ಹುಡುಕೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಬೇರೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ವಿಫಲವಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ರಿಮೋಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ನಮ್ಮ ಜನಾಂಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೂಲಕವಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಂದಿನಿ ಹಾಲು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ನಂದಿನಿ ಹಾಲಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಷ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕನ್ನಡದ ಪತ್ರಿಕೆಗಳು ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪ್ರಾಶಸ್ತ್ಯ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಪ್ರಕಟ ಮಾಡೋದು ಜನ ಭಯಭೀತರಾದ್ರು. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ರಂಜಾನ್ ಹತ್ರ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಹಂದಿ ಹಂಚಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಮಾತನ್ನು ಬಂದರು. ಅದರಿಂದ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಜನಗಳು ಭಯಭೀತ ಆಗುವಂತಹ ಸಂದರ್ಭ ಬಂತು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜನಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಮೌಖವಾಗಿ ಹರಡಿ ಸತ್ವರವಾದಂತಹ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನ ಮೀಡಿಯಾಗಳು ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಹತ್ವ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ರಂಜನವಾದ ಸುದ್ದಿ ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಹತ್ವ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಆ ಸುದ್ದಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಬಲ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಅದರ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕವರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ.
Would you like to respond to your question?
Actually, it's not quite the other way. It's not a question of Karnataka elections. It's primarily to do more with the Northeast. See, when I mentioned the issue of the illegal Bangladeshi migrant out there. Now, what has actually been uniting people out there is the resentment of the land and resources being taken away by Bangladeshi migrants, illegal migrants. Now, nobody has been doing anything about it. Like I said, particularly in Assam, the AGP has not been able to do anything. The BJP, well, no. The Congress doesn't see any illegal migrants anywhere. Now, after all these years, after the Assam agitation of the late 70s and the early 80s, the problem has not been solved. As I said, only 1461 illegal Bangladeshis were deported. The problem has not gone away. What has gone away is that the AGP has come to power and gone out of power twice. And it's a lot of similar things are happening in other states. The thing is that the problem is there and people are desperate to get their problem solved now. And who do they turn to? They're probably going to turn to the BJP more and more. Do you know of RSS Pracharaks working in Nagaland?
They wouldn't dare.
Sorry?
They wouldn't dare to.
No, they are there. Don't say that they won't dare, but they are there. Do you know of Nagas converting from Christianity to Hinduism? You know that? That's because the RSS has been working there for the last 15 years. RSS has been working there for the last 15 years, whereas the liberals, the left liberals, the alternative media, the mainstream media, everyone out here in mainland India have been chilling their thumbs. Then who do the people of the Northeast turn to? It's not that the RSS is going to solve the problems for India. We have a major problem there, and it's going to be caused by the RSS, which will be combined, and it's going to be over the issue of illegal migrants.
I have a question for Lawrence.
Just hold on a second. Can you
No,
just...
this one I have to ask.
Yeah, the person behind you as well. Can you give her the mic, please?
No, I don't need the mic. I'm sure you can hear me, Lawrence.
No, other people have to hear you as well. We can.
We can.
No problem.
No, I just want to, I mean, your presentation as usual was excellent, Lawrence, and my question is, how do you repair an injured body or invest yourself in repairing an injured body when you don't recognize the body as yourself? You know, for me that is, I think, because what has happened in the question, what has happened in this context, it really strikes at, you know, the security of the northeastern identity as such, because that was I mean, in the one sentence which Tiny said, when the neighbor asked him, you know, aren't you leaving? He did not say, why should I leave? Instead he said, you know, how do I leave? You know, for me, in that captures the question of, you know, how the Indian nation state has always treated the Northeast. Now, for me, that is something that we need to really look at it.
Should we ask Lawrence to answer that?
Yes, that question for Lawrence.
Okay.
I mean, I think there's that larger question of Northeast and Indian nation state country, which is a much more complicated one. But at a very local, spatial level, the fact that a large number of the Northeast community live in areas like Nisandra, Anepalya, etc., and not in your Panchavatis and your Rajahmundras, testifies to the fact that your traditional Bangalorean would not actually give or rent out their place to a person from the Northeast because they need teachers, right? I mean, that's your first thing. So actually it makes sense for a large number of the Northeast community to live in Muslim areas because at least you don't have a problem with the meat-eating part. There is a secondary problem there which of course does arise of the cultural difference problem, which is, you know, a certain kind of a sexual freedom or a certain kind of a, you know, idea of the perception of being modernized, westernized, etc. brings necessarily a cultural contradiction or a cultural problem in a very spatial, local sense. And I think a large part of the problem that we encounter originated from there. That what we saw happening or being perceived as a communalized problem or as some kind of a larger conspiracy really originated in very, very local conflict.